everybody, it's Bubbles here, and I'm located at Arundel Mills Mall, and this is my beautiful kiosk. So I'm gonna show you guys something really special. So this cashmere body oil is one of my best-selling oils of all of my products. It's made up of jojoba oil, coconut oil, vitamin E, so the most natural ingredients. Look at that. It absorbs into the skin so good, and it smells amazing. Follow me on Instagram at Bubbles Galore Me, TikTok Bubbles Galore Me as well, and on my website at bubblesgalorem3.com. See you guys soon.
I love to ask, what kind of porn are you into?
Oh, nice. She's going to be on the show. I'm going to get up at some point, and
So I've come since I've met you. I was bi-northern. Now I'm fully bisexual.
That's cool. That's cool.
I'm definitely the biggest celebrity.
You on right now?
I'm definitely probably the biggest celebrity out of everybody here.
When Phill whipped my ass in the podcast awards, I never forgave him.
That was the whole team.
Big celebrity podcast awards.
I feel like I'm a behind the scenes kind of
You are behind the scenes.
I am. I'm kind of like a.
But not no more though.
Weird. Sometimes people see me and they recognize me. I got recognized a couple times at Disney World, and I was like, "What?" That was the people mover. This guy was like, "Adrian Holster."
I'll send y'all a post though.
Oh, the choking on dick.
Thank you for my 3.6 million.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's a vibe.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Vibes Podcast, man. The best podcast in the DMV, if you ask me. Your favorite Leo, your two dimple king. And I got some heavy hitters here. I must save the best for last. But if you know this man, if you ever heard a good radio host, it probably came from his space, his studio. Man, tell people who you are, man.
What's going on? This is my camera.
That's your camera.
That one right there.
Nah. So what's going on, world? This your boy Radio Phill on 1500 Radio, 1500 Podcast City, 1500 TV. I'm pretty much like a big deal. Nah, say I'm joking. I'm really humble, but yeah, 1500 Media Group. That's what we do, man. We do events. Anything you need, man. Training, all that.
And man bun, come on now. The women hate you, but they love you at the same time.
You know what it is with me? Hashtag Mr. Hashtag. Hashtag Mr. Got that glow. Got my edges. No Beijing. Got white teeth and I got good genes. Hashtag your girlfriend's favorite boyfriend. Hashtag the notorious ass eater. Hashtag globe trot G. Hashtag.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Mr. Hashtag.
And we gonna go to the lady here. Y'all probably all know me from this woman right here, Miss 3.6 million.
I'm catching the next
with an M on it.
And she's a catcher.
Go ahead and let the people know, if they should already know, who you are.
I don't have some fancy intro, but I'm going to say hashtag I like my ass 8. So
we already lined up.
And I'm just Adrian, host of Midlife Craving podcast, also Toy Stories podcast, and just out here doing my thing.
So since a lot of people,
I got a quick question.
Go ahead, then.
Changing midlife.
You said changing midlife.
No, it's called Midlife Craving. So
right,
all
midlife
the things that I crave in midlife.
So when you say that, I wanted to ask you that midlife craving, is that has something to do with an age group or like? What,
so I'm 42, and when I hit 40, I started the show. And this is midlife.
Got you. Okay.
And it's a weird phase of life. One of the things that I did is I looked around the room and I saw, my one friend's going through a divorce. My other friend's dating again. She's getting remarried. I was in a relationship with an alcoholic and fucking a married dude. Like, it was weird shit going on. And I was like, no one talks about this. Right? And it's a very transformative phase in your life where you start to realize, like, shit, I'm halfway there. And midlife. And then you just crave more because you realize your mortality. You're like, this is it. Like, this is not a dress rehearsal. And so
were you always
I'm out here craving, and I'm satisfying those cravings.
Was you always craving and you just subsided it, or when you got older you was like, now I want it now?
I've always been a very sexual person, but you're shamed and criticized for it. I even had boyfriends. I share the story about, I wanted a sex swing for Christmas, and he was like, what? Like, that's weird. You're a freak. I'm like,
he was born.
I want to fuck.
He was born. Yeah, he was born.
But you're right. And
he was born.
So it's always been there. I suppressed it for many years. And then when I hit this midlife phase, I was like, it's on.
So there's no need to hold it back at this point.
There is no holding back. Yeah.
But I got a question for the guys, because you said that now. So is there a stigmatism with dating a woman who says, hey, I like this, this, and this? Because men don't want to be with women that are quote unquote whores, but they want to have sex with them. So would that be a turn off for y'all?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
No, I mean, I feel like we all grown, you know. I mean, we all got our body counts or whatever. So why would we be out here body shaming? You know what I mean? As long as you respect yourself, you got morals and principles, you know, I think I'll be cool with it. You know what I mean?
I'm a big fan of the term the ethical slut.
Yeah.
That's what I am. I am a slut, but I'm ethical about it.
I could marry a porn star.
You could?
Yeah, I could marry a porn star. I couldn't marry a stripper.
Get the fuck out of here. What?
I couldn't. I couldn't marry a stripper because I think a stripper, her whole thing is to act like she like you, and that's without sex.
That's the one thing I hate about strip clubs.
Yeah, it's that's an act. Now I know for a fact I please women. Hashtag Mr. The notorious ass eater, right?
Yeah.
So I please women. So there's no acting in enjoying sex.
Right.
So I can marry a porn star because if I give her some, I'ma know if I'm doing all right or not.
Oh, because you got 30 more contestants. Okay.
But a stripper, she's strippers are paid to like you in a sense. They don't. So they're acting it. They're acting it out. So I would think they're acting anything out.
So you pretty much know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
But with a stripper, you don't.
I don't.
Right.
So are
It's
you
misleading. It's
are
more
you on the
misleading.
opposite side? Like if you met a man that was in sex work or did porn, are you more like, oh, I can do this because he's already there?
I kind of don't think this has anything to do with sex. I think this has to do with confidence, your confidence level as a human being, right?
Okay.
Like, are you confident with yourself and what you're about and what you're into? If you are, then what someone else has ever done in their life should have no impact for you. That's how I feel.
I can give it that.
Confidence is everything. And if you're an insecure person, you're going to be intimidated by someone that is very sexually confident. You know,
That's why they get intimidated by me.
Are you mostly more sexually confident with the people you meet? Are you more sexually confident than them, or?
oh, I've met many matches. There's people that definitely intimidate me. But no, that's one of the things I've embraced over the last couple of years is like accepting and being proud of who I am sexually and not ashamed by it. And that's what confidence is, you know, and it has led to incredible sex, the best sex I've ever had in my entire life. Since
Such a
you
midlife
wake
craving.
up and you
Such
don't
a
feel,
midlife
yeah, you don't feel ashamed or criticized or like you're gonna be worried about judgment. I'm letting my freak flag fly.
So with the freak flag.
Freak flag.
Free flag.
Come on. You from Baltimore City Education. Come on.
Piggyback off of
You
that.
ain't saying freak fly though.
1500 media group. It's a media group, right?
Absolutely.
They could. Do you ever see yourself diving into the porn industry, doing porn, setups and stuff like that? Because it is a media group, and that's a part of the media and everything like that. Doing production, porn production.
Man said, "Oh, you will fill porn." That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. If the money right, you know what I mean? If I can find every way I can make money, I'm gonna fuck with it. We can cuss on it, right?
You fuck him.
I just make sure.
You must say, see the last one.
I seen it. Yeah. But like I said, if it's money in it, it's not. You know me. It's not a lot of things I wouldn't do if it's dealing with money. So if I can make money off of it, I definitely fuck with it. But I mean, that's not something that I would like pursue. It have to be brought to me. Yeah, and whoever bring it to me have to make it make sense. So if it makes sense and it make money, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm with it. Yeah.
Because you're the one with all the sponsorships now.
Well, I think
Yes.
I think too. I want to.
Give it to 'em.
Big difference between porn and that kind of stuff, and also being a sex positive person. I'm a very sex positive girl.
Okay.
Okay.
My show is about being sex positive. and
Okay.
stuff like that. So there is a difference.
Okay.
For sure.
So with it being a difference, is it more pay for play or just like to play?
I don't do any pay for play. I'm not an OnlyFans girl. I have nothing against it. It's just not my thing. I'm more of a embrace your sexuality. I want everyone to have great sex. You know, I'm famous for my tips, and I think the world will be a much better place if we all just got fucked more. And we were able to live as freely as I do as a sex positive person. And for me, I'm just promoting whatever that means, whatever your sexuality means to you too, because it's different for everybody. Embrace that, love that about yourself, and go do it. You know,
It sounds like it's like educational purposes for you.
It is
you
very
just
much
wanna
so.
educate people on how to feel sexy, wanting to have sex and things like that.
I do. I talk a lot about building confidence in the bedroom. And I think it's a lot of what my cravers ask me.
A lot of
They
women
say,
need confidence.
yes, yes.
We don't never talk about how
Factivity.
women need confidence in the bedroom.
So when he does say that, have you ever? What is the least confident person you have met? Because you did say you trisexual, bisexual. What is it?
Bisexual.
Bisexual.
I was about to say trisexual.
Trisexual.
I'm a big
Shit.
fan of the triple kissing, though.
Yeah.
Big fan of that.
What, explain that.
Please
Explain that.
triple kissing.
When
Triple
three
kissing.
people kissing each other.
Oh, a threesome.
No, like
No.
3 people kissing at the same time.
Yeah.
What you know about that, Phil?
I watch a lot of porn. I watch a lot of porn. I know when.
Wait a minute.
He jumped in like we was wrong. Like you ain't never know
This is
this.
my first time hearing that term.
Yeah.
I never heard the term
Triple kiss?
triple kiss.
I never heard it either, but you know,
You know what it is from what she was
the
explaining.
picture popped in my head. Oh, 3 people kissing.
I like your imagination.
Well, that's why I
you
said
break down the
threesome.
word.
That's why I said- right, that's why I said threesome.
Try me 3 kissing.
I'm a big fan of triple kissing with my friends.
Oh,
Well, what?
Yeah.
Your friends?
You don't have many friends.
This consists of men and women friends.
Yeah, so I've been in the lifestyle for a little over 2 years
What
now.
lifestyle is this?
Swingers.
Okay.
Also called a lifestyle. And I've been with a group of
Because
about
you
75.
kind of like skipped over real quick. You're
Right.
saying lifestyle.
I know.
So how many people are in this group? Like, do y'all vet people? How does this work?
You know,
I had a
don't
question
like,
behind that.
Yeah, I need to know. How do you vet people for this group?
I'm not in charge of any of that, but it is it's a highly vetted group. And yeah, I've been very spoiled, absolutely spoiled by them. I'm a unicorn in the lifestyle.
Explain to people with
girl,
that.
right? A single female in the lifestyle.
Oh, okay, I
which
got
is
you.
great.
So
And my
that's what they
favorite
be
thing
meaning by
about it
unicorn.
is I can like fill in the gaps. You know what I mean? So if there's like 5 people on a bed, I can
You
make
can be
it
the
6.
sixth person.
I'm a big fan of MFM, FMFs.
What is?
People want to know what these terms mean.
I don't know what these
definitely got break
acronyms are.
Okay.
Wait,
And so this is what I'm talking about, the education. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a guest here that was going to come on here pretty shortly because she has a trick with a fruit cup. But we're going to get back to the show real quick.
Okay.
So
Wait.
listen.
think
So
you'll probably
I'll
like
break it
that
down
trip
for
as
you.
well.
So there's the 3-letter acronym. So MFM, and remember the middle initial always gets the attention. So male, female, male, and then there's female, male, female.
Oh,
there's
shit.
other variations. Like I was saying FMFF, 3 girls, 1 guy. I'm a big fan of
All the men
being
said.
number 5. I like being with 2 couples. That's probably one of my favorite arrangements.
So 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So how is it like? How do you pick your couples? Like, would you do it randomly
about-
without being in
No,
the
no,
group,
no.
or so it has to be in that group?
They don't
that
have to
you're
be in the group, but I am a big connection person. I don't fuck just to fuck. I feel like that's kind of like a waste of talent. That's the
Talk to
confidence.
'em then.
Not cockiness, confidence, but the connection's everything to me.
Mm.
I pretty much can square up people, and I'm like, yeah, I would fuck him, or I would fuck her. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
quickly.
Pretty much the shit men do.
Yeah, I'm listen.
I don't know
Pretty
about
much
that.
shit
I
men
I
do.
don't know about that one, Phil.
There's
It
women-
is not. I'm not
it's a
talking
human
about.
thing.
I don't know if the male. Something about.
No, I'm
you
just
can
saying in
look
general,
at
like,
a female
and
and
telling
be
you
like,
gonna fuck
yeah,
her
I'll
up.
Yeah, yeah.
like women do it
okay.
all the time. Women know they'll fuck you
Before we know, yeah. Okay.
They know.
Do you have a girlfriend or a wife? Okay, like when you walked in, I immediately thought I would fuck him.
Yeah, look. Can we please do
He just got red. He just got red in the face.
Immediately, I was like, oh.
Anybody from Baltimore, he said, shit, I mean.
I'm just being honest. Like, there's people you have connections with,
And
and
I
you're
looked
like,
at you and said,
I will
"I'll
fuck her too. So,
So I mean,
Okay.
it
we
be
just
like
went
that.
viral. We just went viral.
That was big, big, big.
So,
okay, yeah.
so when you
you see
did,
what I'm saying?
when you did say that, or let's just say that is what happened. Do you prefer black guys over white guys? And if so, why do you prefer black guys over white guys?
I have zero preference. I
Gotcha,
do not
okay.
discriminate when it comes to D. Period.
So is the stigma true then when it comes to black men being bigger than the average? Because our viewers want to know.
You know, I got my bohemian, and that is true. Biggest I've ever had in my life. In general, it has been true. Yes.
Go ahead, take
Cheers to
it.
that.
I'm not the one that, you know.
I'm a very honest girl.
I'm a firm believer. Look, what you got, bro?
And you said you are. What was this term you use? You're northern. What was that?
Okay, so when we first met,
Right.
I was exploring, and I'm constantly evolving and exploring my sexuality.
Right.
And I was a very bi northern girl, so I like making out with girls, sucking titties.
He was one of the guys.
Yeah, and then I was in a threesome, and it just felt very natural, like connection was there, and I was like, all right, I'm eating pussy. So and then now I have evolved. I actually kind of have like a girlfriend, and I spent the night with her, and
quick question
Go
about
ahead.
a threesome. What would you consider a threesome? Or not? Yeah, what would you consider a threesome? What would be the
three
definition?
people in the room.
Just 3 people in the room.
Doesn't matter what sex. Yeah.
So it's not 3 people interacting with each other, just 3 people in the room.
No, 3 people interacting with each other, and there's many different varieties. I can tell you about lots of sexcapades. To me, my favorite, it's the more, broader, like the most common is FMF, MFM. So 2 girls, 1 guy, 2 guys, or 1 girl. The FMF is a lot more popular. It's like the unicorn status, like a single female being with a couple. That's very popular. It's more difficult to find 2 men that are cool about, we're not having sword fights and shit.
But they would have to interact with each other in order for it to be a threesome, though, right?
No, but like I'm saying, like, listen, I have plenty. Listen, I know, and I'm all about that. That's actually my favorite thing.
You want to know the weirdest shit that happened when I indulged in that was when you don't think about it, and I really thought I was going to weird me out when it was a man, another man, and a female, and then she was giving us head or whatever. And she did it both at the same time. I thought it would freak me out. That shit was kind of amazing.
Have you tried DVP?
What the fuck?
The acronyms. So everybody makes fun of me for saying this wrong, but I say double vaginal penetration. 2 dicks.
Nah.
It's amazing. And as a woman, it is
Top
tier.
It'd be amazing probably for you.
It is, but also for them, there's a lot of friction.
That's it. What position do you even do for that to happen?
I'm on top, and then he comes behind. And I told you my bisexuality. I have a strap on, and so I'll fuck my friends while they're riding their husbands or whatever. Yeah, so I'm into that now too.
Everybody said,
I know. I have an awesome strap on. I would tell you, I'm a very submissive gal. I'm a brat, like a classic brat. That is, I like to be dominated, but I like to make you work for it, right? So you'll say, get on your knees, and I'll say, make me, right? Like I like to bring that out of people.
Okay.
And I was at a sex party, and it was like ending the night. There's about 20 of us left, and we're all in the room, and there's this fuck bench, and my friend was bent over it, and I was like, I'm gonna smack your ass. Like, you have a nice ass. So I was like giving her a little spank session, and then my friend was like fucking this girl, and he's like, there's a strap on in the bag over there. And I was like, a strap on? I'll fucking do that. Something took over me.
oh shit.
And the masculine energy was it was like gangbusters. I was fucking everybody. I was fucking her. I was fucking her. I was like, get out. I was like, it was out of control. I wore myself out. I was so sore the next day.
We understand it.
We definitely understand it.
Yeah.
Hang on. I got a newfound appreciation for 2 things that you guys do. Number 1, it's a lot of work.
Yes.
Like I'm sweating.
It's a lot of work.
It's hard to find the hole coming in from the back. I would always be like, no, wrong one. No, that's okay for right, but like wrong one. And I was like, I had a hard time. Like, get under there.
Yeah, I don't know about hard to find that. I've never had that problem.
Well, also remember, I'm using an artificial dildo.
Right, so
it's a little
maybe,
different.
yeah.
But you know how sometimes it slips in the wrong hole. Maybe that's on purpose.
Slips, but not you couldn't
And this
find it.
episode is sponsored by Bubbles Galore, man, at Arundel Mills, man. Arundel Mills Mall. Arundel Mills Mall. Shout out to my girl Bubbles Galore. And shout out to the amazing clothing brand Shoebox Clothing, man. Use code VIBES for 10% off your total order. And I love talking to you.
I love talking to you guys.
But I needed for you to be equal and have somebody on your equal playing field. So I wanted to bring in somebody, a special co-host for today. She goes by the name of Benny the Butcher, if you know her from the streets.
Not the streets. Not the streets.
And I'm going to go ahead and bring her in right now. Come on, Benny. Come on.
It's a vibe.
I actually had 2 orgasms before you came here. I got to take the edge off. Okay.
Go ahead, mic check, Benny.
Does it sound okay?
So again, VIB3Z Podcast. Introduce yourself, Benny.
How y'all doing? I'm Benny. I'm a private chef, and I'm happy to be here.
We appreciate you being here. So you just coming on the show. We know you've been sitting back listening to some things. Does age make a difference for you when you having sex with people?
Getting older definitely makes sex better.
Getting older. Elaborate.
I remember sex in my 20s was more like fast, like doing it all the time. But now I take my time and do it all the time. So it's like I can really embrace what's going on because my body knows exactly what it wants to feel, exactly what I like. I don't have to figure it out anymore. So now when it's time for sex, it's like game on.
It's the confidence that you build throughout your life.
Yeah, exactly.
So
You embrace it more.
So go ahead.
No, I was going to ask by you knowing your body and how you like sex and things like that. How do you find a partner that can control that want and control those needs?
I have no problem showing them.
Okay.
I'm a pure advocate for masturbating. I have a saying like, if you can't make your own leg shake, how can you expect somebody else to?
Absolutely.
Got you.
Extremely true. I preach that all the time.
So
Like being in the choir, sitting here.
I have absolutely no problem like being like, this is what I like. This is what makes me feel good. I ask them what makes them feel good because if those two don't necessarily work together, I'm willing to bend as long as they are.
Absolutely. The amount of the communication is everything. And the amount of people that don't talk to their partners is alarming to me.
Okay.
How do you like to come? What did you like the way I did that? What do you talking during sex?
Make
is
it a
also
game.
Too, right? Like
So
people are lame.
can you have that kind of amazing sex as a one night stand?
I'm not a big fan of one night stands. I'm more of a let's have the connection, let's build together, let's build this foundation. And sex just gets exponentially better as you get to know what makes your partner come.
But as being a single woman though,
Yeah.
do
I
you
just
get
have
it?
multiple play partners.
Oh,
Yeah.
But one night stands can be anything. Because you can have a connection with somebody and y'all can vibe and have sex and not have sex again.
and it'd be amazing.
And it could be good. But then you can also just meet somebody and just have sex and not have sex, not even have the attention to have sex with them again. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people just involuntarily grow apart after their connection.
I'm a big fan of vetting people better, and I also I have a rule, it gets broken sometimes. They're meant to be broken, but I don't like to play on first dates, first meets. I like to take the pressure off.
So as
no
a man,
playing on first dates.
as a man,
Yeah.
would you consider a one night stand more of a risk? I mean, more of a vibe, or is it more toxic?
No, one night stands are more of a vibe. Because, I mean, for me, I only can speak
Yeah,
for
for yourself,
myself,
for
right?
yourself.
Because me, I'm a vibe person. And you gotta give me fucking vibes before
You fucking vibes.
Yeah, you gotta
Say
give me
it.
fucking vibes. You know what I mean?
Right.
In order for me to pursue those vibes, in order for me to pursue those vibes. But if you ain't giving me the vibe of fucking, or you ain't giving me the vibe that's going to happen, or whatever, you know what I mean? Because I'm with whatever vibe you want. As a man, I think every man should feel that way.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm cool like either way. Because people give sex too much credit.
How dare you?
What do you
No.
mean?
I got a question.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
going to say
when-
elaborate, right?
Yeah.
So
when I
is
mean
it
by
which
you give sex too much credit, I feel like as adults we value it so much that we miss our blessings because of it.
Oh, you might have got them upset because I know I'm upset.
No, you can be upset. You can be upset.
hold on.
And I'm gonna explain to you why. Because you got
So you think sex is overvalued?
Because you got some women that value sex so much that make you wait 90 days. Is you waiting 90 days?
Is that means they value?
I'm asking you a question.
Am I waiting 90 days?
They value sex.
I barely wait 90
they-
minutes.
All right, so you're not waiting. So what I'm trying
I
to tell
barely
you
wait
is-
90 minutes. So
What I'm explaining to you is that you not waiting 90 days, but she probably want to wait 90 days. So if y'all got a real connection, a real vibe, you know what I mean? Y'all could be whatever. Just because your own values of sex and her own value of sex, you know what I'm trying to say? It'll never happen.
So when you say that, I look at it as you saying people are undervaluing sex and overvaluing love. I believe that people wait that long because they want to have the love connection and not necessarily the sexual connection.
No, because
although the sexual connection is already there, they want you to wait because they want to have that title, that love, that, oh my God, this is my blah, 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 blah. So, although I know you said vet, I still believe that if you catch a vibe with anybody, I believe you'll have sex with them in 90 minutes. I don't think it take that long.
So pretty much what I'm saying is that you wait to have sex and it's bullshit.
That's why you shouldn't wait.
The only thing I was saying is that I think building a connection with someone it's better sex.
It's
A one night stand is
100% better
amazing,
sex.
but someone I'm fucking on the regular, that's the best sex ever.
You start having things like, let's do the one.
Not let's do the one.
You also
I'm the type of
That's like a
person.
relationship though.
And why is it turning into it half the time?
Listen,
No.
I'm the type of person like, let's get the sex out of the way.
Right.
And then we can get to know each other.
So
I'm a big safety person too, though. And I feel like when you develop that, when you have that trust and safety with someone, that is when you can really start exploring. Like breath play is my kink. I'm not going to let a one night stand choke me out. Okay. I'm going to build up to that and have the safety and confidence and trust in that partner.
they won't suffocate you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Also,
They might get too excited.
Can I give a pro tip?
That's what I'm saying. That.
I got to give a pro tip when it comes to choking. You should do this and not this.
Yes, you supposed to choke on the outside. You supposed to choke on the outside.
Yes, this
choke on the
and
outside.
not this.
Gonna get me drunk.
I'm a masochist, so I like
Or
being
get
choked.
yourself drunk.
Yeah.
Do you just envision doing that to
I
me?
drank.
Did you just hear her?
What?
Did you just envision doing that to her?
I said, did you just envision that?
I know
'Cause I
how
did
to
a little
choke you,
bit.
baby. Trust me. You ain't gotta worry about that.
So
Everything you need.
Anyway, what you're saying? See, there it goes.
so
She already knows.
she's right. So that's what I meant by those one night stands. I think you can find that same amazing openness in a one night stand that you would find with somebody that you was having sex with for a year straight. I don't believe it should take a year. Everything depends on everything, right? Everything has a dependability, right? But I'm saying if you vibe with a person enough in a one night stand, you'll open up enough. You'll end up, for instance, and I don't mean to say it's gonna happen or not. Just like you just said, did you just imagine doing that? Who's to say after the show it don't happen?
Yeah.
Right? And it will be the same one night stand type of situation because it can be, you know what? We caught a vibe. I saw this, you saw this, we did it, and then we ain't even got to do it again. It was just something that we just done.
No, there's
That's
something
what they
said about
call
getting
those
it out.
fucking
Yeah.
vibes.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think those one night stands can open up just as much as
When
being
you
with
say
somebody for a
one
whole
night
year.
stand, you're meaning like meeting
met
someone
you.
that day, have sex that day, and not speaking again
That's
after
what I
that
was
day?
thinking. A one night
Yeah,
stand.
that's what
not
a one night
speaking again.
stand-
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a one night stand.
That's a one night stand to me.
I don't
I just
Why
wanted to
speak
make
again?
sure that it was
I know
clear that
people-
that's what
I
you
know
meant.
some
We kept
people-
talking about what happens
After.
afterward.
Yeah. I was
No, why speak again?
I know a couple that met, had sex on the first night, and married now.
Yeah,
Yeah. It happens.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying. So
trying to say?
I don't think it needs to build up to that.
I think you should.
I just
get
think-
it out of the way.
When you have a connection
Right.
with someone, the sex is exponentially better.
I tried to have one night stand, and he wound up being around for like 3 years.
I mean,
That
that
wasn't
happens.
a one
Is that
night
like a
tried.
baby daddy?
No.
it was a joke. It was just saying it was like
I was
something like a baby daddy. Like they've been around that long.
I couldn't shake him.
No vacancy. No vacancy.
So when it comes to these open relationships, right? Because you would be considered in an open relationship because
I'm
you're
a
that
def- I'm an-
unicorn.
yeah, I'm an
Would
ethically
you
non-monogamous
say
girl.
you're in an open relationship or you're not single?
No, I'm not single.
You're not single. Does your partner know how involved? Are you in the same lifestyle that
No, I'm not.
you're not?
There's nothing wrong with it. But no, I'm not.
Okay. So what type of sexual things that attract you that's different that you will? Oh, it takes time to open up. Is it like the whole?
I
You'll
don't
do
think that's-
threesomes. You'll do.
I've had threesomes in relationships before. Personally, it never went like the wrong way. Like it was never like that awkward. Like, so now what do we do? Are we swingers now? Like, what's the plan? It was kind of just like, I like women and I also like men. And the guy I was with at the time was just like, you're only half of yourself when you're with me. So
Good partner.
go do your thing, queen. And I was just
Hold on.
okay.
You're only half of yourself.
Yeah.
Is that because you like men and
Because
women?
I like men and women.
So
yeah.
he just gave you.
Yeah, and then I
thing.
was just like, okay, so
Did you let him do it?
yeah,
Okay.
because I was just like, that's
So that's an open
it's only
relationship,
fair.
right?
But eventually he was just like, yeah, I don't have the emotional labor for having two of y'all. Like, you are like a lot.
Emotional labor is insane.
I'm
Because
lost.
being in open relationships, sometimes people aren't strictly sexual. Some people have like legit other relationships, and that's kind of what we were doing. We were, I guess, polyamorous. We were polyamorous, but then we had to have a sit down conversation, and he was like, yeah, this is a lot for me.
My poly
but
friends
if you
want to
do that, then cool. And then eventually I was just like, yeah, I'm tired of it. I just want you, boo.
I just want to say something
And that's
here.
who you with now.
We wound up bringing up, but even now, like, it's more than aware that I'm into women. I just don't want women right now. I'm pretty okay.
But guess what? I want to say something, especially in this midlife phase that I'm in, and we're all going to, I don't know how old everyone is here, but, in your 40s, we do not have to put labels on shit anymore. So, when you're in your 20s, it's like, hurry up, get married, have babies, live happily ever after. Disney lies. Okay? That's bullshit. And at this phase of life, I don't need a label. I don't need to define anything. You said you can be open today and then back to monogamous tomorrow, and that's okay. Whatever it is. And that's one of the things I like promoting.
That's the confidence.
Right. And like,
when you're 20, you're really not confident.
Right, but
That's
and
why
also,
think you know.
That's why you need the label to have the sex. Oh, I want you to be my girlfriend, boyfriend, so we can have all this crazy sex. No, you can do that without being somebody's girlfriend or boyfriend.
I don't like labels, and then it's okay to change your mind. I have friends that have been in the lifestyle for years, and then all of a sudden they want to be back to being monogamous, and that's okay. And it can change and evolve as you want it to, and that's what's really amazing about embracing your sexuality later in life. Is the societal pressures, they go away, and the norms. So it's very liberating.
So do you believe that that's what creates the people that's not confident in their own sexuality? It's the norms of how people perceive them? Because that's what it seemed like. It seemed like because people shame, like you said, being openly sexual, that you allowing people that don't even know you to shake who you are or your confidence.
Right. I like to say, just because I'm sex positive, it doesn't mean I fuck everyone.
Right. Or you could, and it still shouldn't be a problem, though, right? If you did want to fuck everybody, why would it be a problem, right?
Right.
I mean, like
Safety first. Because everybody isn't safe.
Well, that's not. So safety is huge. By the way, I got I got my tip.
What's the tip? Put the tip in.
Listen to this, and I haven't done this yet.
Put the tip in.
Maybe we can try it later. No. I'm not going to stop shooting my shot. But listen,
we go viral.
Listen, I heard if you put a dot of lube inside of the condom before you roll it on, that it feels totally different. I need to try.
I'm confused.
I need a partner. I need to try it.
Say it again.
To put a dot
before you put
of
the condom
lube
on,
inside
drop
of
a
condom.
little drop of lube inside of the condom, then slide it on, and then fuck.
I thought that's what all the pre-cum was for.
If you don't got that,
Everybody doesn't have a juicy
I thought that's
tip.
what the pre-cum was for.
Everybody doesn't have juicy tips.
I heard a
That's
little bit
not
of lube goes a long way, and it feels like you're not even wearing a condom. So I'm a big safe sex girl, by the way, and go get tested. I get tested every quarter. It's a serious thing. In fact, I actually, in females, make sure you're getting your pap smears. I had cervical cancer last year, and so
I just beat cancer too.
Did you?
You
Colon
did.
cancer.
Congratulations to both of you.
Yeah,
I've been in remission since.
I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, I had a full hysterectomy in May, and yeah, we should talk about that. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah,
We can talk about.
So I'm glad I was able to continue to start a vibe on the vibes, chilling with the vibes, right?
I'm a good vibe kind of gal.
I like it and it's appreciated. And to have a certain guest on like y'all too, it's amazing. I appreciate y'all. But Benny had a specific trick
Oh my goodness.
that she wanted to do.
First of all, can I please tell y'all how
the
this
vibes.
even started?
I'm sure.
Marcus, we were having a side conversation about like, when did you know that you were the same as your friends sexually? Like when you might be like a little bit different. And he was giving me his, and I said, when I was in college, I realized something that I said was like really like off the cuff, but everyone was staring at me like I was absolutely insane because I like fruit cups. Like old school,
elementary school cup.
Yeah, okay. I love them. Like it's like something I don't know.
Okay,
I've always loved them.
Okay,
you don't have to explain it.
So we're all having this conversation, and I'm like, yeah, I like the consistency of the syrup. It reminds me of nut.
Really?
Yeah, the heavy syrup.
Never eat a fruit cup.
I'm so sorry.
I won't eat one.
I'm a big fluids girl too.
And I was like, everyone was just staring at me like, the record scratched
So
in the
y'all
room.
both are catchers. Go ahead. Bat catcher.
Is that what a cum slut is called now?
Yes,
Okay.
Oh, really?
it is.
Ah.
That part I know.
Well, I'm glad you
Facial
know.
is my favorite thing.
I'll just call y'all serial killers. That makes it even better.
I like to like have a facial in the mirror and then use my fingers and yeah.
I've done a letter or two.
Oh, okay.
That's like my put your stamp there.
I'm taking that. I'm stealing that. Okay.
Got to make sure like the light is hitting it because you know once.
All right. Okay.
Continue with the fruit cup.
All right. Fruit
Continue with the
cup. All
fruit
right.
cup. Continue with the fruit cup.
He's like, and I'm like, yeah, I can eat a fruit cup without utensils or whatever. And he's just like, what do you mean? I said, yeah, I don't need a spoon.
Let's see it.
Like so.
Oh, so you can just.
Yeah, I can just fake face it. So he
Show
wants
me what
to
you
do
got,
it.
little mama.
Oh, is this the friend?
That's a Jello
Is this
cup.
it's a fruit cup. It's a fruit cup.
This is the gel fruit cup.
Oh, I was thinking like the syrup. Okay.
No,
No, that's how the conversation started, and then we were.
And you're gonna
talking.
divide. Oh
I
Lord.
can eat this without a spoon. Like
Okay,
this
let's
with my
see.
tongue.
Okay, go.
Time is like
Oh,
so
What did you say?
time you. So this is gonna.
You got
Hold on. So
game?
this is gonna. Hold on. Welcome to the
I want you
vibes.
to try it.
Okay.
Welcome
I'll do
to the
anything.
have
vibes. On
another
the vibes with the vibes.
I'll try
And this is
anything.
a toxic vibe. What am I gonna do?
Yes.
Yeah, show me. Teach me your
This
ways.
is a toxic vibe.
So,
This is a toxic vibe.
in order to eat a fruit cup, a gel one, you just dip your tongue all the way down so that you can
Scoop it
lick
out.
gel.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's a lot. That's a mouthful. Okay.
She's a
I like the
catcher.
sounds of that.
I did too. She's a catcher. Oh my god.
That is
So now I see why you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. No, you said boyfriend.
that's a big load. I can take some. That's a lot. Okay, I can open my throat, but I'm a little
Marcus
nervous about
almost
that.
had me like,
I need
Die.
a Jello shot. I could do that probably better.
We need another one.
I'm not a big fruit cup kind
We
of
need
girl.
another
but
one. We need another one.
I could do a Jello shot like that.
it's smooth going down. It's a little cool.
All right, I'll try. I'll try
So,
anything once.
oh god. So when you do introduce those type of factors to a guy, does that then get him aroused even more? Do he now
It
want
made
that?
it very
He want that
interesting.
right. He want that
And
now.
To be honest, I can bring this back.
Yes, bring it back. There you go. Mic check.
Personally, when I meet men, I generally don't like talking about sex because the moment I do, whatever personality and things that there were about
It's covering your face.
whatever personality and things that they liked before we were having that conversations out the water because now the only focus is
Sex.
Interesting that you say
they're so
that.
curious to the point where all the other questions kind of just come to a ceasefire.
So, and I know she just said interesting that you say that, and I felt the same way. That's interesting that you say that because the follow-up question is, do you get turned off by it? Is it like a turn off because you're talking about sex and now your favorite color is not interesting, or
It's not
where you
necessarily-
live, or if any, like what kind? What
It's
you
not
do for
necessarily
career?
that it's a turnoff, but I just sometimes watching it happen in real time is kind of like it puts me off just a little bit because it's just like, okay, I think I'm a really cool person. I think I'm cool. I think I'm good energy. Like I haven't had a successful one night stand, not as a shade, but it's just I'm cool people.
You keep
so
them coming back, right?
yeah, people come back, and so if I'm talking to you, I don't know you, and then a conversation, but we are interested in each other. I like for someone to try to actually get to know me first because once I have sex with you, you're not going to want to leave. Ow.
Oh, that what do you throw a missile?
Yes.
It sounded like you wanted to throw a brick.
You
at
heard
you.
it.
I'm nervous about
Right.
putting that down my throat. I'm not gonna lie.
You can do
nervous
it.
about putting nothing down your throat.
I mean,
No, you're not. Cut the
it's the girth.
shenanigans.
That's the girth of it.
So
I want to say something though because I feel like I have the dilemma of being a single gal in this world, and I am looking for a primary partner. ENM, ethical non-monogamy, is for me, but I want to have consistent.
What is it called? EFM?
ENM,
ENM.
ethically
You got a
non-monogamous.
lot of acronyms.
I know.
A lot.
I know. I'm an
sex,
acronym girl.
the sex
Like
game
we
got so
saying.
complicated. It's like
Yeah,
the
like they
military.
just come straight
You know
out.
what?
Like,
I'm a walking glossary. What do you need?
I've never heard none of those.
Oh, I'll enlighten you.
Yeah, I've never heard any of those.
But I have the dilemma of, I mean, I'm a sex girl. What do you do? Sex podcaster. What do you know? Like sex. And
Do you
I
eat
have
ass?
the opposite. I do not eat ass.
Okay. Okay.
But I have my problem is guys are so intimidated. They're immediately
Men
intimidated.
ass. You eat men ass. Do they like it when
They
you?
sure do.
They do. Guys always
really
want their
do.
asses. There's lots of The pegging. Have you pegged? Have you pegged?
No.
I haven't done that yet either. I hear
Hold
it's
on, hold
incredible.
on. So I heard pegging on one of the other episodes, and they didn't even explain what it was. What is pegging?
To wear a strap on and have
Oh,
anal
she
sex
did
with
just-
a man.
Oh shit!
No. My version
Wait
of
a
pegging
minute,
is different. Hold on. My version of pegging
Or
is...
any penetration of a man, really.
Well, you penetrate their ass, and like you usually use a butt plug, and you stick it up there, and then you jerk him off, and then you like it's the
Is that like those little black things that they show on TV?
oh my god, what's the name?
Milking the prostate.
Is that what that is?
Well, I have a milking table. That's a whole different thing.
What's a milking table?
But it's the prostate. You massage
yeah.
the prostate, and then you have like a massive load. And like a really intense orgasm. So it's some sort of anal penetration to where you jerk them off and then they have this prostate experience. I've never done it before.
I have not done
But
that.
the milking table, let's talk about that. That is
can
hot.
you tell me about that?
You lay on a table, stick your dick in the hole, and I'm underneath. I have video on my phone. I'll show you. It's fucking hot.
Because I'm all about a different kind of table. We can shake the table.
It is
really
super hot. I'm nervous about this. Okay,
I've never been not that way.
I don't know if I could take all
You
that.
gotta move the microphone.
mic.
So now
So what
we've
you
had
wanna
Benny on the vibes,
You wanna-
get a load. Now we got Adrian
You'll want to
taking the
get your
a
tongue
load.
all the way in there to push it up to loosen it. And then
And
just
always
go
gotta
for
make
it.
noise.
Spin it.
Yeah. And slurp, 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 slurp,
Got it.
slurp.
Oh, she got it.
Yeah.
Like tapioca pudding.
She made it look easy. Man.
She did, didn't she?
It ain't as easy.
Uh-oh. Now I see why you got the
It's
boyfriend.
good. You got to, when you put your mouth on it,
Okay, just suck it.
suck it.
All right.
I'm sure you're
Pinch the
familiar
cup,
with.
or you pinching the
Pinch
cup?
the cup.
Come on, you
Yep.
can catch it.
Suck.
There you go. Good job.
There you go.
Good job.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, there it is. Oh, Lord. He on the vibes, with the vibes, chilling with the vibes.
He said that's why you got a boyfriend. Yeah, my
See,
boyfriend.
look, she just said it does something, right? So,
See?
That's like when I take a shot. My nipples always get hard. Okay, anyway.
Sure you don't
Mic
want
check.
to drink?
First time for everything.
first time for everything.
I love
I
being
don't need a drink.
I love being a first for you. That makes me feel good.
Thank you. Yeah, I love that you showed me
Mike,
that.
pull the mic back, Adrian.
Oh, sorry.
So,
Okay.
when quick piggyback off of that, you did a Jello shot. Both of you did. I'll call it a Jello shot. I'm gonna just call it a Jello shot.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that a man, or in your case, a woman, or both cases, can do that get you that same way without it being something physical? Like, how do a man or a woman get you to feel like, oh my God, I just got, without it being anything physical?
You can answer. I'll let you go first. I know what mine's going to be, though.
So non-sexual intimacy, basically, like what makes me horny when they're not touching me.
Yeah, you can call it that. Yeah. If you want to articulate it that way, that's perfect. Yeah.
Well, for me, if you do something for me, like take something like lighten my load, I like to say my coochie thumps with my heart as fast.
I like to say my clip pulses.
You see, everybody has
My
a name
clip
for
is
it.
throbbed.
I had my coochie thumps for
I tend to
service.
make women pulsate a lot. Go ahead.
Stuff like that, or like even like when I see them really interested in something that has nothing to do with me, but just in the same room and watching them do something that they're really interested in, like really like into like hobbies and stuff like that. I'll be watching with lust in my eyes.
Okay. That's a good one.
Mine's easy. Confidence.
Just confidence.
I can
You're stuck
see
on
it.
that confidence.
I can see it the moment it walks in the room.
You're stuck on
It's
confidence.
the energy.
So what about for
And it
yourself,
turns me
Phil?
on.
For what you mean?
Non-physical.
What's something non-sexual that a woman just does and you like, damn. Yeah, I just want to shoot my shot at her, or
Intelligence.
oh my God, my shit just got
Intelligence.
intelligence.
I love a woman that can really like articulate herself. Like that means like we can have a conversation. Because trust me, you can have a conversation. A lot of these
You like
women
pillow
out
talk?
here-
You want to talk? Want some
I
pillow
mean, I
talk?
wouldn't say pillow talk, but we could talk.
What we call pillow talk is something different. So we'll
Yeah,
pillow
okay,
talk,
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
that's a little different, right?
A pillow talk, and it's like talking about your friends and their
Yeah.
relationship.
So we don't
I
call.
ain't really into
Maybe
that.
what do you mean by pillow talk?
like laying in bed. You like to talk after. You like.
Okay,
You know.
that's kind of different. Yeah, we can holler at each other, but you
Do
know.
y'all like having?
Pause. We can holler at each other right after we finish.
I'm just talking about when she say pillow talk. You know.
Do y'all like having
Ain't
sex
got nothing to do with
recaps?
it.
Like
Right,
right
that's what I'm
after?
saying. Like,
That's like
that's
one
why
of
I
my
asked if you
favorite
like
things
just.
to do.
So after sex, you mean just laying up and now having a conversation and talking about anything?
Yeah, you were to talk, I call it the after. So I like the aftercare of
Yeah,
sex, but
yeah.
I do like to wait a little bit because I like to have the afterglow. So, but I'm a big fan of sending a text the next
glow.
day,
That's when you get juice.
like the for me, it's like I like foreplay. Foreplay starts at the beginning of the day for me, and I'll send you a text the next day and be like, "I love the way you ate my ass last night," or when you bent me over the sink and I saw you fucking me from behind with intention. I was so turned on. I want to do that again.
So
Whatever, lots of compliments, and then you're telling your partner what you like so that they do it again.
So a lot of the things y'all are saying, and I might be interpreting it incorrectly, y'all, those are things that it sound like would be done in a relationship, not in like open, spontaneous things.
I do that with a lot of my partners. Yeah.
It's just having a conversation, bro. Just because we talking on me.
Yeah, I don't have any rules when it comes to this person I'm dating, this person I'm just fucking, this person I'm fucking this couple. I don't have any rules.
Okay.
Or yeah.
But are there,
Expectations.
are there rules though? There aren't any rules for yourself. There's no rules in who you're gonna
Respect
have.
is a big rule. Like I'm a, you're not going to
gotta
disrespect
ask. For
me and
absolutely.
stuff like that.
So if you have sex with somebody and they don't like it, is it okay for them to tell you they don't like it? Or you've never had a bad experience where somebody say, you know what, your sex is just not as good as you say it is.
I've never.
That's a
Listen,
good question.
sex-
It is because
this
everybody thinks their sex is top tier.
Some people
Unless
know
you-
damn
Unless
well.
you're somebody like me,
Some
that
people
got a
know
glow in the
damn
bun,
well.
then you can say it. But
Listen,
no.
there's all different types of.
Some people know damn well whether or not they're good at sex or whether they're not.
This is like saying I'm a good kisser. I feel like it's the chemistry and the connection between two people that makes good sex, good kissing. Everybody likes different things. It's all about communicating with your partner and like what level you guys are on together. That's how I feel. With somebody, and I've been with men that are like, oh my God, you have cum all over your face. That's gross. Or, I'm a shit talker in bed. And I've had guys say, I'm intimidated by that,
You
like.
give me old school vibes.
Old school in what way?
Craving.
No,
I know.
I'm not saying
Oh,
that.
I
I'm not
saying
saying.
craving.
I am old.
I'm not saying your age. When I mean old school vibes, you know what I mean? You know,
Oh, like,
I am
yeah,
an old soul
You know
for
what I'm trying
sure.
to say? With all these new females, there's too many rules, too many
Yeah,
expectations.
it is. It is.
Yeah.
Can't
I'm
even
a-
take
yeah.
a girl to the
I'm an old
Cheesecake
school
Factory
girl.
no more. You know what I mean?
The Cheesecake Factory is a good
Yeah, take 'em
time.
no
You go to
way.
Cheesecake
No way.
Factory? Oh, I saw
You
that
know
on
what I
TikTok.
mean?
I'm a dive bar. I want my elbows stick to the table. Give me a cold beer, cheap beer, and some
That's what I'm
wings. We're
saying.
good.
I'm like, yo, I'm
Wait, you
like,
got
when
any
is
friends?
it not cool to feed
Where your
females?
friends at?
I have lots of friends,
Wait,
mostly
wait,
men.
Made it
but-
not cool to feed them.
Yeah, where your friends
Like,
at?
come on, like, no, I
no,
gotta spend $300-400 to feed
just
you
to
for
feed
what? For what?
And then you don't want to have a one night stand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You don't want to have a
What
one night
comes
stand.
with
That's
the
insane.
lobster?
Listen, I'm a
steak.
big fan of sprinkle. I like the sprinkle girls, but
Wait a minute, what's
there
the
are some
sprinkle?
high
That's
maintenance bitches.
what I mean
girls.
about old school vibes. You know, back in the day,
She was 7.
you could take a woman anywhere. She just be happy to be with you.
Yeah.
That's
know what I'm
that's
saying?
I'm a very laid
that's the
back,
vibe.
yeah.
That's the vibe.
And that's a vibe. Like right now, you know, you got to be careful where you take them at. They don't want to be seen here. They don't want to be seen there.
That's
Take
good.
me everywhere.
Well, then that's
I think
not
that
your
goes,
girl.
everywhere.
I think
You
that
know?
goes with
That's not your
what
girl.
Adrian was saying. I think that's the perception that they think and everybody see of them.
Yeah.
And they not really genuinely confident. Like you gotta be genuinely confident in yourself to do a lot of the things that
Excuse me.
somebody like Adrian or Benny, even doing the cup suction thing. You gotta be confident to do something like
Yeah,
that.
most people would never do
lie
that
to
on
you.
air. Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
give me
Yeah.
Ruth Chris vibes.
I'm
baby.
not
Yeah,
scared.
You
got
ain't
to.
giving me
Then
Ruth
I
Chris
ain't doing
vibes.
it.
I ain't taking
Like
Ruth Chris.
even still, you shoot your shot on camera and it's going to be out there for everybody to see. You got to be
Yeah, I don't
really
care.
confident for that. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
that
No,
takes
you're right.
confidence. That
You're
takes
absolutely
confidence.
right, yeah.
Because some people they shy away from it.
I'm
as
not
much as they
ashamed
may
of
be
myself.
attracted to somebody,
Exactly. I'm
they'll
not
shy
afraid.
away from it.
By the way, can we talk about that? Like someone that can make fun of themselves, someone that can have fun. That's what you're looking for. Someone
Yeah.
who's uptight. Fuck all
Good
that.
time.
I got no time for that.
Yeah, I just got cussed
Good
out because of
time.
that.
Hell no. And
I'm a
honestly,
sucker for a good time.
most of my friends
I
are
am
male
too.
because of that. I mean, I love women and I have a lot of female friends, but the high maintenance broads,
So
I can't wait till this air is over.
just to
I think I'm
piggyback,
in the middle.
just to
of high
piggyback
and
off of
low.
that, do you think that an attractive man and an attractive woman, two people that's attracted to each other, can be genuinely friends without having sex?
No.
You can be attractive people until you're attracted to one another.
So the question was,
That's not
two
true.
people that's attracted to
be-
each
You
other.
can't be
You can't
friends.
be
You're
attractive
to
and
each
without
other.
me being attractive.
I do not think you can be attracted to your friends.
That's what I just asked. That's because
You
she
can't
said
be
she got most of her
attractive
friends are
and without being
male.
attractive.
It's a problem.
That's what I'm saying. If most of your friends are males and you give this confident sexual energy, positive reinforcing sexual energy, is it positive are they really your male friends? Because I'm sure they're attracted to you. You may not be to them, but I'm sure if they had the opportunity to eat your ass or anything like that, I'm sure they would take you up on it. Would you then consider them still a friend?
I have male friends that no, they would not be interested if they they would probably think I lost my everlasting mind if I presented the idea.
Are they gay?
No, they are not.
But I'm just saying. Listen,
I have to be honest.
Listen,
I was that way for a while too.
I'm gonna
but
be honest with you. Men do a good job playing a role.
And that's true.
And
trying to
waiting
say,
for you to
if
change.
the
I also
role-
don't go over the top. You know, some people
hold on real quick.
are super comfortable, so comfortable that it blurs a lot of lines in their friendship.
But if
I'm a
the role,
habitual line
so men do a good job playing roles.
tell.
If the role
I can tell.
is playing your friend, you're gonna play that role
So you get some
until
till you make your coochie throb.
But then at that
Exactly.
moment,
Till you make your click throb.
it's something different.
I agree with you 100%. I have my male friends.
She's only saying that 'cause she's not.
I'll be friends.
I don't need to
I'm
say
just
nothing
like,
to get that.
No, listen, I've been
I
there.
also think it's different when how you coming into the friendship. Like, I'm talking about people I grew up with. Whereas if I meet somebody now, I'm never going to assume that there isn't some level of attractive.
But women don't shoot
attraction.
their shot often, right? That's a rarity, right? That's
To
a rarity.
be honest,
so,
most of my relationships are because I shot my shot. Like, I told them
Listen.
how I felt.
You know
would
how
shoot
the
my shot
you know how the
too.
friend thing
Yeah.
work.
yeah, I
We
don't have
friends
none.
until you need me.
Yeah, I don't have none.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I've never had a friend.
I think I have a lot of
I
male
personally
friends
don't
that are
think
waiting
males
for me
and
to change
females.
my
That's it.
mind. Like I
That's
said,
all
my
it is.
friend
Yeah.
is
Not friends.
flying me to Vegas.
I
on
know
Friday.
some
That's
that
your
would
friend.
wait,
I know.
but I have
I
the
know.
few that would
They
be
waiting,
like,
they waiting to get that positive
No way.
sexual reinforcement.
That's their listen. That's their role they playing in your life. You know what I'm trying to say. But if the
Shout out
if the
to
opportunity
Ty.
presented
It
itself,
is. For instance, your friend you just had, that just mean he has some money to spend. That he flying you to Vegas. That's all.
I know.
That's all I mean. It don't mean that's he's my
Because-
friend because he flew me out for free and we
I got
didn't.
a
No,
story,
no.
too, about
He just got
friends.
enough money to
About
do it at the
friends?
moment.
Yeah.
And 1 minute
I
you
love-
think you're
but
gonna
you know, I
bust
have
it
a strict
open
rule.
for him,
I
and
don't
that's
fuck
just
my
what's gonna
friends.
happen.
But I got a story about friends.
at all.
I had this one
Friends.
friend.
I do not. I will never. I will mess that up one time.
This lady friend, we was real good friends. You know what I mean? Low key best friends.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say? Until I broke up with my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And when I needed her and I was in a vulnerable place, I'm not saying she took advantage of me. She was a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? I got over my girlfriend. And then we continued to be friends until she got her friend. You know what I mean? So that's why it complicates things, because a good friend or a best friend, you know what I mean, y'all got in this space because nothing really happened between y'all until it happens between y'all.
Right, but that was my point of saying, like, I can recognize that I have attractive friends, but I'm not, my perspective of them isn't a person to pounce on. It's just like, oh, let me slide you these 3 girls because I know that they would go for it.
I was thinking of the day, so I have a lot of male
Until
friends.
that
And some
one
that I
lonely,
think of best
dickless
friends.
night.
And you like
That's not the person I'm calling.
No, I'm just laughing because I'm thinking about how
Had
you're
one-
talking
hey,
about
hey, Chief.
Believe
Yeah.
That
me.
one lonely.
yeah, it happens.
Dickless
Like,
night.
now, so when it comes
Suck
to
and that's what your
head.
male friends are waiting on, by
that's
the
what
way.
they really are.
I know.
That's
I
why
know.
they,
She gonna
that's
be
why they the ones
wrestling
that's
with them.
always there as soon as
I
you
know.
need them, et cetera, et cetera.
It's a vibe.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
no, you're
teaching me
fine.
something new.
Yeah, and for the cup, the fruit cup, it was a fruity situation. It was a
I
fruity
could be
Definitely did
fruity.
it. She made it seem like
You
all
got
women
fruity.
are
I could be
gay.
fruity.
She made it seem,
Oh,
I can do that.
she made that thing look easy. Huh?
she did. No, she really did.
She showed us it really ain't.
No, it's not.
Try to drink a bottle of water like this.
That's yeah.
That was
She made
different.
that thing
That
look
was
easy.
different.
Now I would like to challenge you to some cock. Now I can take some cock down my throat, but
We watching that,
That
too.
is not a
Is that
problem.
happening now
That
too
is
on the
not a
Vibes
problem.
podcast? Oh my god. We watching.
So
you know my favorite thing to do with a female, by the way, is for both of us to lean our heads over the bed and then he like takes turns fucking our throats. Big fan of that.
wait a minute, it's
That's good.
the same. What?
Super hot. I love the upside down blowjob. I tell people if you want to learn how to deep throat, get more comfortable with the cock in your throat, try that position. 'Cause it opens your throat.
Having a threesome is a main cardio.
Sense of me cardio.
I love
Yes,
it.
it is.
I love
You
threesomes.
got to be in shape to have
love
that.
threesomes.
I'm trying to tell you.
Have you done an
Look,
orgy?
if not-
Orgies are.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, how many? When you say you done an orgy, how many people was it?
7.
7.
Yeah, it was 4 girls, 3 guys. We went down Vegas. This was
Oh,
All-Star
where you
weekend.
going?
This was
Yeah, I know.
All-Star
Let's see how this
weekend.
goes.
This was All-Star weekend 2012. They had the NBA All-Star weekend in Vegas. It was
Right.
3 of us flew down there. This was around that time when they thought I looked like Jim Jones a lot. I had my little close haircut. I wore gangsters a lot. They're like, oh, you look like Jim Jones. I'm like, yeah, that's my cousin, right? So that night, that weekend, it was one girl particularly that always wanted to have sex with Jim Jones. And just so happened
And
that
you was her fantasy.
I was her fantasy. But it was 4 of
Only
them.
in fucking Vegas.
It was 4 of them, and it was 3
Seven's
of us.
my favorite number. I love 5 and 7.
When you so your
5 was my
what was
jersey.
your
My
Hey,
best-
so
my
is
jersey
an
number.
orgy like that's like a switch party, right?
Orgy is when it's a bunch of people. And
That would be
all the
your-
guys switching over.
your
Yeah, all
direction.
the guys
Switch
switching
party.
over. Yeah, switch party.
how many people have you had in an orgy for yourself?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, but I don't have sex with everyone though. So that's the thing. Like the most I've had sex with in one night is 5.
Okay.
The gang bang?
It might have been. No, like different sessions. Like I go to sex parties a lot.
Okay.
Like private sex parties.
Now, are they paid sex parties? I'm just
No.
curious.
No.
Okay, I didn't know.
No.
It's heavily vetted group.
Because Taboo, you got paid to get into Taboo.
No, this is a private.
It's private.
party.
I like
okay.
private parties.
Me too. Big fan of private parties. Everyone's heavily vetted. We do a lot of vanilla events. We go to concerts. We do meet and greets. We have dinner. Like we have all kinds of events that we do together.
Who comes last in the orgy for you? Do you want to come last and have everybody on you at once? You prefer to
There's
be a
so
man?
much- Remember, everyone's doing everything
Right. Yeah, so
at the
you-
same time. There's no keeping track, no keeping score.
And I don't think you peeping, because I know I wasn't peeping when I was doing it. So.
I'm always-
Orgy
I'm
kinda
always-
cool because you like, look, I need a break.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Let me take my.
I'll tell you what the hottest part about it is, though. It's the sights and the sounds.
The sounds is what I love the most.
Everything.
That's why I love threesomes. Like them sounds, 2 different women making 2 different types of sounds.
I gotta
it's
have the
just
right
amazing.
type of
fucking my
moan.
friend in a hot tub, and I was watching 2 couples fuck in the bedroom, and I was like, "This is so fucking hot." It's real live porn right in your face.
It really is.
amazing.
You ever had sex with somebody in one room and the other person was in another room and they wasn't having the same kind of sex?
Oh,
you
yeah,
was?
yeah.
And they mad like you hear somebody knock on the door. I had a girl knock on the door with my homeboy. He was like, "What y'all in that door? Y'all
Having
like,
fun.
Like, yeah. That's
All
good.
my friends are on that level. Everybody's fucking
Wanna be like
that. Like,
That's
there
your
is
level.
No,
Hopefully
yeah.
it'll happen again.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a question for you.
my
With you having all this experience, right? Right now, what would be your top 3 sexual experiences
That I've had or I want.
that you had and want?
The biggest thing on my list is a gangbang.
2060 to
I really
29.
want to do that.
You okay? So explain
Like
the
a
difference.
real gangbang though. Like everyone
the
would
ones
have
you
to
see on
get
porn?
tested. Yeah, I want like I'm a big fan of cream pies, and so I want like I would say 5 is a good number, 5 or 7, and I want like multiple cream pies. That to me is
So
like I'm a
is the
fluid
stigma
girl.
true?
I
about
can't
white
go
women?
last.
What?
Like they like that type of stuff. I don't see a lot of black women in porn stars being gangbang. Yeah, you see mainly white
I don't
women in
know.
gangbangs.
I mean, it's just a me thing.
She said, "I can't
it's
speak
amazing.
for y'all,
I
but
don't think
because of that, because that's what they show. Most of the time, I
Most of
see
white
gangbangs or in porn or
It's
anything.
real
it's normally-
popular overseas, like Russia,
Okay, maybe that's why-
Czechoslovakia, like the Czech.
Maybe that's why they.
yeah. To me, that's like the hottest thing in the world, and I would just love that. But it would take a lot of vetting. You know, everyone
of
has to
vetting
get
testing,
tested. Like that. It's,
But you
it's a lot
can't-
to orchestrate. So I don't know if that's going to happen for me. That's number 1 on
And
my
you
list.
can't build a connection with 7 people.
I have connections. No, I have.
Oh, the male
guys are
friends.
the problem.
The male friends. You have
well, no,
another
I
one.
would pick people in my lifestyle group.
okay,
We've
okay.
discussed it. My other big to do is a glory hole. So
You've never done a glory hole?
Yeah, I didn't
What
put my
is
dick
that?
through a couple. Put your dick through the hole. and
Put
then
your dick through a hole.
Yeah, I done had that. I did that. bunch
now
of times.
I don't want to do strange. I
Yeah,
want.
just
You
put
wanna
your
know
dick
the
through hole
person.
and then
Yeah,
suck your dick
it's
through
like,
the other
and
side
I've
of
done the
hole.
milking table, which is like a horizontal.
How do you? Because I had a conversation.
Hold on, Adrian, real quick.
ahead.
I gotta say this. You I gotta do him real fast because he said I'm just a regular kind of guy. He needs some experiences.
So,
Man, I got
You like rainbow
listen.
sherbet?
What, I don't know what that is. What's that?
You want that vanilla ice cream cone to go away? I can take the vanilla ice cream real quick. I can take it out real quick.
I had amazing sexual experiences, but I'm not afraid to say like I'm a regular guy. I'm not into glory holes and
You ever fucked in a sex swing?
you know what I mean. No, I
What?
never done that. No, but listen,
Adrian, teach
Listen,
them.
I'm like Dora the Explorer.
but listen, right?
She's a trisexual.
It's not that I wouldn't try. It's not that I wouldn't try it.
You just have not been
that.
there.
Yeah,
You just haven't been there.
That's why I called you that. At
I
the
just,
beginning.
Okay.
I just like fucking.
That's okay. That's
We ain't gotta
just
do
like
nothing
fuck it.
special. I'm not into lingerie. Take it off.
But can I tell you though, once you start exploring in the bedroom, you're never gonna be able to go back.
Yeah, no, it's
Trust me.
How do you? I had my guys.
I'll tell you. I got to
Go
tell
ahead.
you my top experiences too. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you
I
better
don't
know.
forget.
Tell me your top experiences. Your top 3. You said one was a
The sex
gangbang.
parties are incredible.
Okay.
One of the hottest sexcapades I've ever had was with 2 guys and another girl. So what was that 4? That was 4 of us.
Yeah, for you.
Okay. My favorite thing to do is to be fucked and have a dick in my mouth. And so I was like doing that in front of a mirror, and his wife was like sucking my titties and rubbing my clit. That was a highlight in my experience for sure. I'm a big fan of breath play, and I dabbled into asphyxiation for the first time. And that was an
How'd it go?
intense,
How'd it happen?
Very intense session.
Do
But
you like
that's
to
what the-
throw up off
No.
of sucking dick?
No.
Okay.
I don't really have a gag reflex too, which is a blessing. But I am the passing out thing, and it's very dangerous. Do not do that with a partner that it doesn't have experience in it, or you don't trust them. But that was very, very intense orgasm.
How did the breath play go? Like, set the scene for us.
Sure. So he's a big dude. He's like 6'5", very strong, and he has a lot of experience with this. I know.
He said, "No, I'm just
Anyway.
6'3".
Over there.
Something that he
I
does,
just
though.
6'3".
So we're like spooning, and then we have this big mirror in front of us, so he can watch me and he can see me when I start to pass out. You know what I mean? And he just had me like this, fucking me, had me like this, rubbing my clit. That man should be studied. He ties me up. He eats my ass. Rubs my clit in, fingers my pussy at the same time. Like, he should be studied.
What's up with you not eating ass though?
I just never done it.
What?
I know.
I'm a component and proud believer. I like my ass getting ate.
Okay. I mean, I haven't had a
like
partner that
getting
really
your ass
requested that.
Some woman did it once and then it was over with. Like when she said the intense orgasm, never in my life have I ever came the way that happened.
Going viral.
I'm a,
His ass ate.
you like to eat ass?
Yeah.
I've never had my ass eat, and
I love it, but I haven't had if a partner wanted me to do it, I'm a trisexual. I like that.
trisex-
I'll try anything once. If I like it, I'll do it again. If I don't, then I won't.
Right.
But it's all about
Have you ever had your
exploring.
ass ate, Phil?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
You don't know.
You would love the sex swing, by the way. I know that you would. It's all about
Because I'm
penetration.
gonna tell you this.
I know that you would.
I had some amazing head.
Okay.
So when I was like describing it, when I was telling somebody about it, I was like, yo, I think she licked my ass.
If she went past the gooch,
Did
she go past the gooch?
Like, yo,
No.
I think she.
Oh, you would know immediately.
You're gonna know.
You're gonna
So
know.
then
Did she go
probably
past the
didn't.
gooch?
I was in the moment.
He said shit. If she
That
did, do it
ain't
again.
right.
Yeah, listen, I was in the moment, but I'm gonna go on record and say I don't like my ass ate.
Okay.
I just don't know if I got my ass ate.
Gotcha,
So I don't
gotcha.
know
So how can you say you
know.
don't? That
I don't
feeling
know how
hits
it feels.
different.
You're gonna know.
It's the gooch. It's the gooch. It's the
Yes.
gooch. It's the gooch.
How is the proper way? Because I believe these gentlemen don't know, so I'm gonna ask an expert here. What is the proper way to suck dick? Do you stroke it more? Is it more head motion? I don't like just sucking the tip.
Same thing as it's the same way as
Keep
with
your
pussy.
hands off
You
my dick.
start with variety and with consistency.
Yeah, keep your
it's
hands
real
off my
simple,
dick.
actually. I'm a big fan of using your hands. I feel like a lot of
Oh,
women.
this is your part. How does the hands go, Adrian?
No, so you're gonna use a fluid motion. So in the beginning, I'm doing all kinds, like I said, variety of things. I'm seeing what makes you tick. One of the things I love to do is pay attention to the underside of the head. Okay, and a game I like to play is I like to ask, do you like it when I do tongue flicks back and forth, and then I'll do it, and you'll be like, yeah, and then I'll be like, hey, how about up and down? And I'll be looking at you and doing it, and you're like, well, that's nice. And I'll be like, all right, how about circles? So I'll like draw circles with my tongue under your head. That's usually the favorite.
Call it the whirlwind.
Right, that's usually a favorite. And then I'll,
you're a problem.
I think the biggest thing is consistent motion if you want him to finish. So you're using your hand and your mouth and you're dragging your tongue underneath at the same time. They don't call it a job for nothing, okay? So you're
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like
okay,
it.
a little
I like it.
twist,
I like
okay?
it. I like
So
it.
it's very simple.
What about just being
And
a
also-
bobblehead?
No, and I see a lot of women, and that's what I talked about on the last
Yes.
show. A lot of women aren't even sucking it. I'm like, it should make noise, and it should be wet. It should be slow. I mean, I'm a girl. I want my mascara to run, okay? But like, You gotta
need to
get
see
in
tears.
there.
I need
What's
to
the
see
noise,
Passion.
Adrian? What's the noise for the women can all know? If it don't sound like this, you're not doing it
tears. I
right.
need to see tears.
Listen, talk to your partner. Everyone's different, but I'm just a big suction girl. I like the I like it. It just makes me, it's like on the verge of, you hear the throat, and it makes. By the way, pro tip. A lot of women say, Adrian, my mouth just doesn't get that wet, or I'm like, you got to stick it back there a little bit. Your mouth naturally is going to have a lot of saliva, and nothing's sexier to me than when I pull your dick out of my mouth and the spit is just dripping on my titties.
I got
and
videos
that's
of
it.
that.
Okay, show me.
Videos of that.
Show
I
me.
got videos
Don't
of that.
talk about it. I show and
I
tell.
got videos of that. No,
Anyway.
I only ask because I guess. Well, I'm gonna just say from what I like. I don't like hands. I like to see if you can make it disappear.
Tell your partner
yeah,
that.
I need them. You got to make it disappear.
And also eye
And it's
contact.
such
I see so many women
it's
getting
such a
blowjobs.
difficult
And I'm
Please
like,
open
where'd
your
they go?
eyes.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
And now I'm a big eye contact girl, and if my partner said like that makes me uncomfortable, I would be like, okay. But it's hot as fuck. Like I like watching, and I know it looks good because I've seen it. Like it's really hot when I have a big cock in my mouth. I look beautiful like that. So, and I like sucking dick in a mirror too.
Phill said.
Nothing's hotter than that.
Phil,
But
I don't know
can I tell
what. Go ahead, give us your.
One of the biggest things is just act like you want to be there. Enthusiasm is everything. I hate a
You
guy.
gotta be
Let's talk
there.
about guys that go down there. It's like a cat drinking milk. No. And if you don't eat pussy, we're done.
You gotta do the alphabet. You gotta do the alphabet method.
Listen, you got to do the come here movement while you're licking my clit consistently. And don't rush to the clit. Take your time. Warm it up. There's other areas. Like, I know a lot of guys are like, God, I'm like, the whole time I'm tired.
You're
Whatever.
doing it right.
Take your time.
Hold on, we need to hear what the alphabet method is. Have y'all ever heard of the alphabet?
No.
Writing the alphabet with your tongue. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Nah, you got.
He said, "Don't talk about my shit."
Said that,
No,
Sometimes I was put on.
Let's see.
I just, I know how I eat pussy. So when they put me
pussy.
on,
Again, if you like
That's
it,
what
that's
we
He's doing pussy.
I'm talking about when they put me on the alphabet, man. Like,
Oh, and you know what else
you
I
gotta
love?
do the alphabet.
What else you love,
I
Adrian?
love to lick
Yeah,
lips.
I
lick their lips.
never-
Oh my God! Yes, please.
Alphabet method. I gotta try that.
My
one.
pussy tastes good, and so I'm like, come here. As soon as you're done, I want to lick your lips.
What would be, because you do right now, if everybody doesn't know, you are doing so much on the TikTok side of things, right? So do you feel as though that your audience is more catered to men, women, couples?
My audience is 60% men.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I know
course.
the numbers. Yeah, it's mostly men.
Of course.
I wish it was more women because I'm out here trying to do the Lord's work. Okay, like I'm
Not the Lord's
teaching
work.
people how to suck dick, and my blowjob Bible episode. It's amazing. I really break it down. But yeah, it's mostly men.
How do you come up with the topics for your shows? Like, do you just think of this?
It's just
Like anything else, it just go to our head.
It just goes, and you be like, you know what? This is the one. Because you was saying off air, you do everything by yourself.
I just am a very authentic girl, and I live my life authentically, and my show is just authentically me, and I'm just openly sharing it. So it's really not work. I'm just talking about what I'm experiencing, the things I'm going through, and the great sex that I'm having. That's it.
So if we're going to say from everywhere that you've been, what state of men please you the best?
What do you mean? What state?
Is your like DMV men, Bohemian men? Where's your
What is a Bohemian?
island?
The Bahamas. Oh,
Yeah.
That's
like
this.
what that was Bohemian. I really was lost.
Yes,
a little bit. It's like
Bohemian.
Bohemian. Okay, all right.
Where's your space?
He.
You talked about this guy so much.
I know. I adore him very, very much. And I miss him very much. I saw him last month, so I'm like, I'm missing him. But I don't think there's, and it was funny you were talking about the age of men. My spectrum is like 20. Well, I'm not fucking under 30 anymore. Like the games that those children play. Sorry.
You not
Are they really
fucking
gay?
under
I can't
30?
do under 30
Are they
anymore.
really gay?
28,
Yes.
27?
Is it because
The
they not?
texting, the KKK, WID. I don't have any time for that shit.
But you
I'm too
use
old.
acronyms too.
It's just too. It's
She
too
said,
much.
I can't get with it.
And they're
like those
they're not
acronyms.
Right, she don't like those
confident.
acronyms.
Straightforward ones.
They the real
They
acronyms.
fuck like some like that. The Pound Town is there, but it's just after I'm like, ugh, I'm ready to go. That sounds terrible, but it's true. Anyway, but like
So you like
the age,
a
my
mix,
age range
a
is like
mixture of
55 and to 30.
How old would
So
you
like
go?
you like a mixture of a make
55 is the
type of thing?
oldest that I have. Huh?
Like you like love and sex, or because
I'm a hardcore passionate fucker. That's what I am.
A hardcore,
you like the whole
passionate
thing going on
fucker.
at once. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a hard. Yeah, but I don't have it. Like, it's funny you talk about like what kind of man. There's no like cookie cutter guy out there. It's if you're confident, if you're secure, and you like to throw down, like the passion's there, and it's like you're born with it. You know what I mean? Like you can't.
You can't fake confidence.
Yeah, you can't.
You
And
can't
you
fake
also
confidence.
can't like. I have freakdar, and you just know. You're like, oh, they fuck. I mean, I'll be at Disney World, and I'm like, that motherfucker fucks, right?
So-
and I'm like, shit, you know,
so-
it happens.
So for your audience, everybody knows you really do not show your face. So
I do on social media, but I haven't on my podcast.
Okay,
Right.
so for your podcast
Yeah, on our
listeners,
podcast, you don't-
if you had
on
to
our
tell,
personal page, yeah.
if you had to tell somebody something about you, what they expect when they listen to Adrian, what are they going to get?
What do you mean when they're when they're listening to my
Yes,
show?
what are they going to get from you?
Sex tips, building confidence in the bedroom, and also just knowing that it's okay to not be okay in this phase of life. It's okay to start over. That's a big thing we go through in our 40s. A lot of people are starting over, and that's okay. We're still alive.
Still
I like to
alive.
say you're never going to be any hotter or younger than you are right now.
And that's
Okay.
a fact. Phill, since do you got anything you would like to ask this woman before
Yeah,
we hit the
just, I mean,
sponsorship?
You can ask me later too.
He didn't know what he was walking into today.
But he walked into it though.
I'm not gonna hold you, like, I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, I just asked him like, yo, what the fuck you got me?
He really did.
But I'm just saying,
You got
you
me
know,
signed up for it.
I ain't really got too much to ask. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't prepared for this. I was more so prepared for the mogul interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You gonna be back for that one. You gonna be back for that
This
one.
was 3 before leave. But I thoroughly enjoyed myself. But you know what I mean?
So let
We
me,
need to go to-
because people, before we get out of here, people need to know, how does it feel, going off what you just said, to know that some of the most heaviest hitters that's on in radio, that's transferred to podcasts, that they came from your house, your staple.
Came from his litter.
I mean,
that.
I'm not
his letter.
gonna say this is like the humble part. I'm not gonna really say like they came from me, because you know I had talent like, you know, Jay Hill and Raven Press, and they came from under VVC. You know what I mean? And people like April Watts and LaDon Black.
You saying it like these names not
came-
heavy.
No, they heavy hitters. You know what I mean? But
Not
the
heavy
people
than
like
me.
heavy hitters that come from under my tutelage is Chi. You know what I mean?
Not heavier
Because
than me, sure.
I had him when he was fresh in the game. You know what I mean? And we got into many arguments about like, bro, like you gotta do it this way. You gotta have.
Oh, we do it to this day.
You gotta have a different,
Yeah.
you know, etiquette. But I'm
He
just
still
saying,
ain't learned.
No, but he, to be honest with you, you know what I mean? He did. Because he was a little wilder than what he is. If you think
You
he
got wild, you
now,
wilder?
I was.
he was a little bit off the chains. You know what I mean?
Was.
And I was just telling him like, yo, you know, this is how we get to the bag. And he'll let you know, like,
It's all
I'm
fact.
all about my money.
All fact.
Money that come first. Like, these lights gotta be paid for, this internet gotta be paid for, this equipment gotta be paid for. So when you interfere with the brand, you get what I'm trying to say, then you taking money out of all our pockets. But a guy like him, he easily understands, like,
Yeah.
yo, you know, you right. You know what I'm trying to say? Even though he's stubborn.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But I do have a lot of talent that come from under me that's working right now. I mean, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I probably jump started over 150 podcasts.
That's a fact.
I believe that.
Including the ones that's be all in the podcast of the year.
Podcast of the year.
I said it once, I said it twice. He swept my ass at the
Yeah.
podcast
Yeah, man,
awards.
but what I'm
That's a
saying
fact.
is, so
That's a fact.
I jump started a lot of podcasts, but you know, I pay homage to the people
you
I
do.
come from under. So you know, I started at VVC. You know what I mean? That man JS1 gave me a chance.
That's my guy. Shout out to
And,
JS1.
yeah, when he knew, you know, what I mean, it's not a lot of people gonna give you opportunity when they know where you want to go. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's a
As an
fact.
internet radio station owner, and you got a guy coming in saying, "Bro, I want to be here. I want to be an internet radio station owner. I don't want to work for nobody." and I'm only here to learn the game and this and that and the third. And he could have been like, nah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He helped me to this day.
I'll forever respect you for that. But man, like I still learn from this day. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I learned from Raven, I learned from J Hill, I learned from TK, I learned from Jess, I learned from Chi, I learned from Chief, the party rocker, April.
Always a student.
You know what I'm trying to say? I learned, E Kane, all these people, man. I'm trying to tell you, like, I had people on the radio, working with me on the radio station at the highest level. To where as though, those stations had to pay attention to what I was doing.
It's a fact.
You know what I mean? So, they were stealing content.
They stole.
Yeah,
man.
That's when you made it.
You know what I mean?
Man,
So
we ain't even getting to that yet.
yeah, I mean, I always overcome adversity. So, you know what I mean? Right now, that, everybody doing their own thing, people can count 1,500 out. But sooner or later, you're going to see me everywhere. You know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, like,
What made you stop?
I'm always working. I ain't stopped.
Okay.
You download the app right now.
It's on the radio. It plays right now.
Right now, it's on.
It's a show on right now.
I got talent. I still got talent. I'm always talking to talent, but it's always
Adrian podcast can get played on 1500 radio.
Vibes podcast get played exclusively on
Podcast will be
1500
getting played
radio.
exclusively on 1500 radio.
That's what I'm saying. So, and it is a blessing that how you can be like, oh yo, you beat me in the situation, and I can be honest with you, bro. You lost to me the same reason why I lost to Hooligan Express. Solely off the name.
And guess what? I won't beat everybody.
You gonna I'm
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm better than you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you better than me or I was more deserving or you wasn't deserving. It was more so, man, but I've been around.
And that's how I
man.
that's how I found out about you, because when I got invited to that one, this is when I did it in show with you. I was a year, barely a year. So when I stepped into that room, I was like, God damn, it's some heavy hitters in here.
Thing with me.
So when I found out that you won, I was like, oh, okay, I'm new. Fuck all that. Let me check him out. Then when I went down your catalog, I was like, oh,
You're different.
Oh, he different. I seen the hooligans and all that, and I understand mainstream radio and all that. But y'all had, as this Adrian, y'all have something just different. Like y'all expect a regular radio and things like that. When you listen to you guys, it's refreshing. Like, oh, I'm getting raw, still great content, but it's raw, and I like that about y'all.
The thing that I really love about what we do. Is that we round way for real? You know what I'm trying to say?
Really from
like I'm really from the trenches. You know what I'm trying to say? From Madison and Bond Street. That's what 1500 Radio stand for. You know what I mean? 1500 block Madison and Bond Street, and we out there giveaways. You know what I mean? Free haircuts for the kids. You know what I'm trying to say? We showing them something different than wanting to be basketball stars and football stars.
Just not as athletics.
You know what I'm trying to say? We educating them. You know what I mean? I'm around here and I'm doing it with my own money. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no big sponsors. He'll tell you, bro. Like, he'll tell you, like, man, he done seen me drop a bag on something that I believe in. You know what I mean? I got cancer. I beat my cancer. What's the first thing I do? Throw a benefit.
Throw a benefit for everybody.
Everybody come. Any money that came through, donate to cancer research. You know what I'm trying to say? Because that's the type of shit that's important to me. You know what I mean? Not popularity or anything like that. And I never posted on social media. You just got to be around to experience it.
That's I have a question for you. People like to often say, oh, sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, go.
They say, what's your passion? But I like to ask, what is your purpose? What would you say your purpose is?
My purpose is putting people in position.
I like that.
You get what I'm trying to say? Anybody that ever stepped foot on my platform made $1.
I love that.
Off of their platform. You know what I mean? It don't matter if it was $2, $3.
You made something.
You made something. You always left in the positive. And I never got over on nobody. Sometimes I give out free podcasts because I understand your situation. You know what I mean? My biggest accomplishment is you going to the next level and man, you reaching back.
I love
and
that.
Be like, yo, Phill did that. Same way I do for JS. I mean, that's why I love J Hill so much. You know what I'm trying to say? He this big podcast dude, but bro, I can call his phone right now. He gonna pick up. Bro, I'm in Atlanta. He pulling up. No fake, no phony things, because when he wanted to do what he wanted to do, I was the one that was there like, bro, I'm gonna support you 100%, whatever you need to do. I mean, and I always been like that with everybody. I mean, I never cheated nobody out no money. I always been a stand-up dude. You know what I mean? And I expect people to talk highly of me that way. Like when you talking to people, like, yo, what's up with Phill?
Everybody, when you brought up JS and everybody that runs with him, automatically, it has always been the utmost respect when it comes to you. I've never met you outside of that, but I've worked with Jay Hill on certain projects, and every time when your name comes up, nothing but respect. He always know that you will reach out and help him, and he will always reach out and help you. So when y'all was on VC, right?
I was on VBC, yeah, before I started.
He said y'all were pretty much, y'all built a family there. Y'all always reached back. If one person got hired, y'all always reached somebody back. Boom, you got hired. Then y'all kept doing that.
Hold you, I give it to that nigga. That nigga had the city on lock one time, bro. At one moment, JS1 and VVC Radio, they had the city shut down everywhere. It was everywhere. You get what I'm trying to say? And I was just like, yo, I'm just gonna wait on my turn. Bro, he hit me with the fly. Yo, pull up. I'm gonna pull up. Even if I'm by myself. If I'm pulling up by myself, I'm gonna pull up with 50 people, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I always supporting him. And we had our little mishap for like 1 or 2 years, you know what I'm trying to say? Because he kind of didn't like how I left. I mean, which I can respect it, going through my own things. You know what I'm trying to say? But I was man enough to be like, yo, you know, it was never nothing like that. But you know what I wanted from the jump. And he respected that. And that's why me and him have a rapport that we have. Yeah, man, it's mutual. Men, we men. You know what I mean? So, and we both Aries too. So, yeah, man. So, and I got nothing but respect for Jay. Because, like I said, a dude that know what somebody want and is coming for his position, because he can take it like I'm coming for his position. Because at one point I really took his position. You mean he probably tell you different, but at one point that I was the guy. You know what I mean? 1500 Radio was everything to Baltimore City. Whereas though 92Q, DTLR, everybody was checking for us. You get what I'm trying to say? And you know what? And I never deteriorated from those guys. I always wanted to work with the best and everything. Right. You know what I mean? So that's just my vibe. But I got a lot more work to do. You know what I mean? I feel like I lost my position. I don't really know who got the position right now. But I feel like I took a step back. But yo, like we got something brewing up that's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm trying to say?
With a partnership with Adrian and the Vibes podcast.
Adrian said, show me the bag.
I'm willing to work with anybody, but bro, I got something brewing up that's going to be amazing. I'm getting back. I'm going back to the basics. You know what I'm trying to say? And once I get back to the basics and being in need that for the up and coming podcasters, because I'm ready to put on another 100. That's a thing. You know? I'm reaching back. Everybody else that had me feel like they.
How do you know when you meet someone, you say they're going to be a good podcaster? How do you know? Podcasting, like,
because they affiliated with me.
That's the shit I'm talking about. That's what I be saying.
You can just want to be a podcaster. I'm going to make you whatever you want to make you. He told you what he just told you.
All the hitters come from his camp.
Yeah, he said I learned how to be who I was because I went to radio school. We got everything you need, hands on.
Yeah, I really went to radio school.
I work with all the radio professionals.
But you got to have someone that brings it to the table, right? Like a lot of people say to me, Adrian, how do I have a successful podcast? I want to be top 1% of the world too, whatever. But and then they say, I say, what's your podcast going to be about? And they're like, I'm just keeping it real.
That ain't enough.
It's the worst thing ever.
Everyone does that though.
You got to be able to know how to build and structure content. Once you learn how to build and structure content and get your talking points,
make it make sense.
You get what I'm saying? Making it make sense. Being entertaining.
You have to be entertaining.
Yes.
Being entertaining
and bringing value to your audience.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? We say you gotta have wants and needs. You gotta be what the people want and also give them what they need.
Damn, I'm so good at all of this. Oh, my fault.
I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, I think real highly of my platform Other people may not. You know what I'm trying to say? But at the end of the day, you're not me, and you can never bring me down. Like I can remember when I lost that Radio of the Year joint. And I already knew because this is something personal I never really shared. Jay Hill was we was at the mall, we was at Towson. He was like, bro, how you feeling? I was like, I'm cool. He was like, yo, what you think you gonna do tonight? You think you gonna win? I'm like, bro, to be honest with you, I'm not. He was like, why? I said, because I never been into popularity contest.
And there's a lot of that.
You get what I'm trying to say? I feel like anytime I won an award or I won anything, I feel like I work for that. You know what I mean? And not to say the people that work over me work for that, but if you got the platform at the highest level, don't put me in a popularity contest. Let me be judged with my peers. Because that year that I lost, I brought LaDon Black back to radio.
Able Watch, you had everybody.
I brought LaDon Black back to radio.
And we had
Able Watch back to radio.
Talking shit.
And I was a part of the hottest morning show in the city.
I got the
hottest morning show in the city.
Like,
the hottest morning show in the city.
Yeah, but
literally
just those two names. How could I ever lose radio station of the year?
Can't.
Why? Because people know this platform and
Don't let it define you.
No, we're not saying that. I'm just saying we talking about at the time. You get what I'm saying? Because I just know our city was going on. I love everybody. I love that platform. I love all the platforms. I love everything everybody doing. I pay attention to everything. Even when people don't think I'm paying attention because I'm not as vocal. You get what I'm trying to say? When I say I'm a background type of dude, I'm a background type of dude. You know what I mean? I'm talking about sponsored shows that you will never know that I put money behind. You get what I'm trying to say? And I will never reveal all that, but that's the type of dude I am. I'm always going to be in the mix. I'm always going to have my hand in something. I don't even need to make $1 off of it. I make enough money. You get what I'm trying to say? But at the end of the day, it's all about the reach back, you know what I mean, and reaching forward together. You know what I mean? You step forward, make sure you reach back and you can holler at me. If you don't, it's cool too. You get what I'm trying to say? But just don't be phony when you see me. I mean, and there's a lot of people like, there's a lot of people like that. They see you like, oh, that's Phill. That's Phill. Yeah,
I'm sitting here thinking, cool. I'm just like, where do you want to put your hands?
I'm about to say, so because she was talking about confidence, and I think you really just expressed.
She said, "Good God!"
You just expressed all the confidence she was talking about.
Confidence is nothing that I lack. Man.
So hold on, real quick. Let's get back into these tips, these pro tips, right? Real quick.
Hold on, before we get back into pro tips and wrapping up the show, shout out one more time to our sponsors, Bubbles Galore at Arundel Mills Mall. Man, shout out to her.
What's she selling?
She sells skincare, body oil. She's a woman from Philly. Shout out right now. She got 1 million on everything. Shout out to her. She will definitely reach out, help whoever. Shout out to Shoebox Clothing, 2 fellas from DC, man, with a hope and a dream. I seen it. I said, you know what? I'm going to stand behind it. I know y'all small or whatever y'all want to consider yourself. Y'all don't got to pay me nothing. I believe in y'all product just like that. And shout out one more special person, because none of this would happen without meeting my guy, Chaz Moody Media.
Hey, Chaz, what up,
he done shot all my episodes. He done been to the AFRAM with me. I done made his wife a happy woman before he got married. I'm talking about the AFRAM, not me. So
I'm about to say, wait a minute now.
Shout out to my guy.
God, yeah, that was crazy. That was kind of crazy.
And shout out to
Appreciate
Always and Forever, man. 1,500.
Thank you, man. I end every episode. I used to have a podcast called Drink with Phill. I'm thinking about bringing it back, right?
Ain't gonna be like mine, but go ahead.
Chaz, you got a job.
Look, we can talk. I end every episode with shout out to everything 1,500. Shout out to my hood, Madison and Bond Street. All my homeboys, Mo Racks. That's my dude. He run Podcast City. You know what I'm saying? So that's my guy. He been holding me down for a long time. Shout out to Chi. You know what I mean? Because when I hit him up, I ain't think he wanted me to pull up. We just talked yesterday.
Oh, he will make it happen.
Yeah, say it again.
He gonna make it happen.
We just talked yesterday. And shout out to all you guys. I really appreciate the invitation. You know what I'm saying? The love and the appreciation, man. You know what I mean?
You ain't get all the
You didn't
appreciation
get,
yet.
I already say you ain't get
You ain't
all the appreciation yet.
Yeah.
It hasn't stopped. The night is
Nah,
still early.
When you get milk, just say vibe, and it's gonna be a good day.
Yes, and we'll have you back to talk about the milking episode.
Yo,
we
I ain't
gotta talk about that milking
I honestly
episode.
feel like I'm a hidden gem. I feel like everybody know 1500, but they don't know me.
Well,
Also, I just want to say too, I'm not always a kiss and tell kind of girl. I can keep secrets too.
You did?
It's-
Okay, I like secrets.
Me too.
And what's your tips? We back to you.
I gave a lot away.
So no.
I like secrets.
You like
So
secrets?
I feel it. I feel as
You
though
like
everything you
secrets.
was expressing was
Yeah.
the same thing Adrian was saying from the whole show,
Yeah.
and that's more appreciated than anything. Confidence.
Yeah.
Self confidence is something that you just can't hide.
That's a
You
fact.
just can't hide.
Except
can't
for you a little bit too confident.
All the women hate him.
I just want to say,
They-
Marcus, I
listen.
appreciate you.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead. Please say
They
that.
act like they hate him.
Yeah.
Oh, I've noticed.
They love this nigga low key.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say what episode,
Yeah.
but you know I know.
We know.
We know. But what you want to say, Adrian?
No, it's really nice to be around other creatives and other podcasters because I'm a solo kind of gal on my show. I built everything from the ground up by myself. And I mean, Marcus is someone I've collaborated with the most. And that's
Marcus.
twice.
Yes.
I like Marcus.
And
Yeah, Marcus bring her
to be in the
outside.
room.
it's the name Marcus. Is just so funny.
Yeah, but I
Marcus.
want you to know this: while you building your platform, you only as strong as your team.
You gotta have
No,
one.
you gotta
do have a team.
one.
You literally got 3 people right here. 4, because
that's
including
good.
Chaz, you got 4 people right here.
I mean, I have a network.
that you'll be able to
and I have
collaborate with.
Yeah.
We're not friends. We're not calling ourselves your friends because you have enough male
Yeah,
friends, right?
you only as strong as your team. You're gonna have to build that.
This was the reason for me asking Phill to come on the show.
Yeah, this was for you a little bit.
It literally was.
Oh, nice.
This had nothing to do with.
He did all by himself. I
didn't
didn't know
talk to
about
him
this.
before. He'd been on my podcast before I even went. I had my own podcast. I had 2 of them actually, and but this was literally
Oh, God, right.
to get a better connection with not just you but Vibes as well. Where I think it'll help us all grow.
Yeah.
Like he said, as a team, right? And I know he's confident, and clearly you are. And I've worked with him already, and I know his confidence as well as Chaz. So I felt like this would be a perfect way to get a team together, so we can start talking about those tips, right? So we can start talking about what a real vibe is, right? So we can really start talking about how we teach people how to do editing and being an engineer, right? There's so many other things that we can do, and then along with his resources, radio school, and all these other things that he do, I felt like it would be a great connection.
I mean, you can
that was
feel
why
it.
I did it, right? Like this had nothing to do with.
Oh, he orchestrated it all by himself.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with anything else but that. And I know I've did my research on you. I saw what I saw. I already knew I probably couldn't get under your skin or hers as much as I thought I would, right? Because what we was talking about was going to be in y'all wheelhouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was already personal anyway. So it was nothing more I can do to even make it toxic, as I may say, or everybody
Because
else
that
say.
Buffy episode was
It was
crazy.
insane, right? So before
Still
we
locked
go,
in. I ain't watched the whole thing.
you got to, you got to. But before we do go off the Vibes podcast, we wanted to know any head tips that you had that you give out before we leave, and if you can give any head tips out, he's here, right?
Do you want a demo?
You can do a slight
You want
demonstration.
an in-person demo?
I didn't even know, but if we give it demos,
I mean, we already had a fruit cup demo. But just a tip.
I mean, I've given so many. I feel like the biggest one is show enthusiasm. Act like you want to be there.
Absolutely.
Start with variety, end with consistency is everything on both types of oral.
choke yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta choke yourself.
So you gotta choke.
You gotta choke yourself.
Communicate with your partner. Everyone likes different things. Everyone's into different things. And by the way, it's okay to have fun in the bedroom. I'm a big fan of giggling in the bedroom.
Yes.
Laughing. Sometimes I'll end with a fuck yeah. Like that was so fun. Like I'm gasping for, I'm like, oh my God, that was so fucking good. I love the way you fucked me. Like, have fun with it.
I'm coming
Let
back.
yourself, yeah, hell yeah.
I'm back.
Hold up.
That's what you want.
Have you ever actually laughed while having sex?
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
hey, yo,
Okay, I just wanted to
what
make sure.
thing
Oh my
that-
God, guess what I
I just
did?
wanted to make sure.
Okay, don't be scared. I'm not gonna do it to you, I promise. But I'm a squirter.
love this. I
Listen,
love-
I'm a squirter, and I was.
Oh
coming-
my God, you're amazing.
But I was coming so hard, and I
you
farted.
She said,
And he was like, I mean, it didn't stink or nothing, but it was like, It happened.
So are you a strong squirter where it shoot, or you are you a subtle squirter where?
It depends. It depends.
Now is it more from penetration?
You never had a squirter before?
I have.
Oh.
Is it more from penetration or
One got up from the seat.
It's more from oral for me. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm a
so-
squirter, yeah. So, but I was like, shit. And so he came up and I was like, I'm sorry about that.
You're a habitual squirter.
I mean,
She
it
said from
depends on
oral
what I'm
more,
doing.
so she's
It
squirt
depends.
from
It depends
oral
on what I'm
more.
doing. I'm usually primarily a squirter though. I squirt when I
Not a creamer,
masturbate.
you more of a
I actually
squirter.
love that. I like to take my mirror.
It's a
spread my
vibe, baby.
legs, I love watching myself fuck myself. Yeah, that's actually how I learned to squirt. Is masturbating.
Hey Benny,
Yeah,
are
I
you a
have a-
squirter, Benny?
She said, yeah.
I have a sex toy podcast, and
Do you squirt when you
That's
masturbate
Toy
more,
Story.
or when
Toy
you
Stories,
are
yeah,
being
and,
penetrated by somebody?
I love exploring with toys, playing with myself. and
You
just a squirter.
Your podcast.
I have come on
Well,
in both ways.
listen.
With the look, see, hold on. You should have got the close up chance because she said, "Do it again."
In both ways.
Okay.
Come on, in both ways.
Well, listen.
Come
As
on.
you said,
Come on, in both ways. It's
as you
insane.
said, Phil, in closing,
And then catchers.
and
Gotta
then
be a
catchers,
catcher.
in
Gotta be a
closing, like you were saying earlier, when you start a podcast, have a direction, have something you want to talk about.
Absolutely.
And this is going to go to you, Adrian. When you reached out to me and you was like, hey, I want to talk about my tips. And I've seen your tips for the last 2 motherfucking years. And for 2 years, I'm like, these motherfuckers get better and
Oh, thank
better.
you.
So with the help of Chi now, Chi is Chi. If you know him, you're going to feel 2 ways. But with the help of Chi, he brings out something different from the show. But we never forgot the essence of helping people, whether it be podcasts, whether it be HBO, Netflix, whatever you in or whatever your specialty or business is, we gonna let you get your platform off. And we want you to be the star, because anywhere else, if you're doing social media, it's cluttered. They might never see you. But here we want you to be the star. You are the star of your own show here, which has been wildly successful because you got 2 sponsors. We ain't gonna talk about that though. And Phil for always putting people on. I learned something from you. And this came from you. I want to play the back. I've done the forwardness so much that I'm like, okay, let me see what it's like. And I heard his podcast and everything like that. I'm like, okay, ultimately, I want to see what you got running the ship completely by yourself.
Absolutely.
I'll give you the platform. I'll give you all my resources. That's why I stepped off for him to see, for me to see him shine like, oh, you can host. You can do this without me. This was his first time doing it, and damn if you ain't do a goddamn job. So I want to say appreciate you. Appreciate
My
you.
close up right there. That
Oh, you just found that out?
I just found that out.
he just found out.
He ran the station.
Don't tell me this nigga all his accolades.
They haven't
We
even
ain't even
interviewed
get
yet.
into
Yeah,
that.
they haven't even
Yeah,
interviewed
like, he
yet.
ran the
Yeah, no one's interviewed him. He's just here.
I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, right? She came into 1500 radio at a pivotal time. This is when my A1 was gone and he had to take a little vacation. And I was like, bro, I don't have nobody to take on these 25 shows. Cause I got 50 shows and I'm taking care of myself.
Right.
I got another building. You know what I'm trying to say? With shows. Cause you got at the time, I don't know if people don't know, at the time we was running 1500 radio, Core Studios, and Podcast City out of 2 buildings. Yeah. It was that serious.
Shit.
2 buildings.
Yeah.
One on Maryland and 25th Street, and one on 25th and what was that? No. It was Maryland 25th, one on Maryland and 22nd.
Yeah.
Wow.
At the bottom.
At the bottom. And my right hand man went on vacation, and my man said,
I got you.
"Got you."
And those stories are to come.
You know what I'm saying?
Those stories are to come.
To come.
So when he called me,
Coming.
he said, "Yo, I need you to come on this podcast, bro." I'm like, shit, I ain't doing nothing, bro. I'm gonna pull up.
To come.
To come.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. Where can people find you all?
I'm everywhere you listen to podcasts to, Midlife Craving or Toy Stories. I'm on TikTok and Instagram, now on YouTube at Midlife Craving or Midlife Craving Podcast. And come find me. I'm really motivated this year
comes out your mouth.
Building my channels, exploding my brands, growing both of my shows. And that's what I'm all about right now.
The words of exploding, grow, and come. They just keep coming.
I ain't gonna hold you. You can find me everything 1500. Everything 1500. Yo, 1500 Radio. Put it in there. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Download the 1500 Radio app 24/7.
Download that.
Podcast City 24/7. If you're looking to do a podcast, holla at me. You can DM me. You can do whatever. Radio School. Holla at me. You know what I'm trying to say? We got classes for
you.
You
do private studio checks? Like you check out other people's studios?
I can check your studio out. Yeah.
You said in their house.
Make sure everything's working right.
You need the proper microphones.
She ain't talking about the mic. You talking about.
I got the 7, the 7 MBs.
I'm a serious sound engineer. Probably the best sound engineer that you know. That's really my expertise.
I definitely need you to lend an ear.
That's my expertise. Sound engineer.
And cheat.
Hold on, my bad. And you can follow me _radio.
Cheat.
They ask me why they call you radio.
Yeah,
that's because I own it.
They call you radio.
And cheat, Mr. Toxic. Where can they find you at?
Oh, you can just Google me. If you really put a hashtag, I swear to God, I tell this I say it all the time. Hashtag. I guarantee you, take your phone out right now.
It's over there.
Take your phone. Anybody that got service right now, because I don't, put in hashtag on Google, the notorious ass eater, and my picture will pop up.
And
I love it.
We got the fruit cup eater, the fruit cup slurper.
She made that shit
Hey,
look
fruit
easy,
cup, come here,
Benny.
Say that fruit.
That thing look
Come here,
easy.
fruit cup.
Here you go. Go
You
ahead.
want to be all subtle. I try my best.
There you go. Speaking to the mic.
You can follow me on Instagram and all platforms at Benny Said It, or my private chef page at Benny Made It.
Can I ask you a chef question? Because I'm a chef too.
What's that?
I really like that.
You be talking it.
No, I really like that.
Let's see.
What's your favorite dish to cook? Every chef have one.
Lamb shank and roasted sweet potatoes. That's my favorite.
Mine is Asian food.
I make the best crab cake you ever tasted in your life.
Asian food.
Best one you ever tasted
The whole,
in your life.
I have a nice
the
kitchen.
whole continent
And I
of
cook for
Asia.
you, baby.
This has been another
Fuck out of here.
lovely episode.
Y'all know what it is. Any other ways I civilized, man. You got me, hashtag Mr. Got That Glow, hashtag Notorious Ass Eater, hashtag your girlfriend's favorite boyfriend. You got my guy, Two Dimple King,
That
your
me.
favorite Leo, a.k.a. Mr. Marcus.
That's Marcus Darling. You heard him. And you gonna find us at Vibes Podcast. We're currently number 5 in the whole United States right now.
What up,
Number
two
fi-
numbers since?
Oh yeah.
Since
We're
hashtag
number
Mr. Got That
5
Glow
in the
got
number in the United States right now on Black Entrepreneur Podcast.
Love that.
So shout out to you guys for coming through, and shout out to
Coming, the whole coming just
I
throws me
love
off every time I
coming.
hear-
and shout out to another 3.25 million. Go ahead before we get out of here, brother.
I appreciate y'all, man. Vibes Podcast, shout out.
And
Yeah, let's go viral again.
Oh yeah,
Let's do it.
that's what we do.
Yeah.
For another 2 years.
Yeah, I won't do nothing but
And we gonna be out of here. Shout out to my guy Chaz Moody Media. Let's get out of
Thank you
here.
for your time, Chaz.
It's a vibe.
Chaz Moody Media. Did it again.